Hello student of class 9, let's continue our chapter on natural resources, and today we are going to discuss very important cycle, nitrogen cycle. Nitrogen is very important element for survival as nitrogen gas is present everywhere in our atmosphere. In our 28% is gas contained by nitrogen. Not only atmosphere, nitrogen is also a part of many molecule like protein molecule, DNA molecule, RNA molecule. So this all molecule, some vitamin also contain nitrogen. Nitrogen is found biologically important compound such as alkaloids and urea that also contain nitrogen. Nitrogen is thus an essential nutrient for all life forms, and life would be simple if all these life forms could be use the atmospheric nitrogen directly. So here you would have to understand that though in our atmosphere 78% is nitrogen are present, but plants cannot use these nitrogen directly. We also cannot take this nitrogen directly from air. So because in air the nitrogen having in elemental form, so this nitrogen have to be converted in some usable form so that we can use and utilize it, and plants also can utilize it. So let's discuss about this. So now this atmospheric nitrogen directly cannot take by the organism like plant. So some bacteria are present on the leaves of some leguminous plant. They are rhizobium bacteria. They can convert this atmospheric nitrogen into usable form, and then plant can absorb it from the soil. These nitrogen fixing bacteria may be free living or may be associated with some species of dicot plants. Most commonly, the nitrogen fixing bacteria are found in the roots of legumes. Legumes are generally the plants which give us pulses, pea, etc. This kind of plants whose roots are nodules are called leguminous plant, because on the roots of this plant bacteria present, rhizobium bacteria, are able to convert the atmospheric nitrogen into the usable form into the soil. Other than this bacteria, some process phenomena, natural phenomena like lightning and this kind of phenomena also convert the atmospheric nitrogen into soluble form. Determining the high temperature and pressure created in the air convert nitrogen into oxides of nitrogen, and these oxides of nitrogen dissolve in water and to give nitric and nitrous acid to fall on the land along with this rain, and these are then utilized by various life forms. So these are the two ways by which we can fix this atmospheric nitrogen into usable form. One by rhizobium bacteria, another by natural phenomena like lightning. So this is called nitrogen fixation. Nitrogen fixation is very important part of the nitrogen cycle. What happens to the nitrogen once it is converted into forms, and that can be taken and used to make nitrogen containing molecules. Plants generally take up nitrates and nitrites and convert them into amino acids, which are used to make proteins. Some other biochemical pathways are used to make the other complex compound containing nitrogen. This protein and other complex compound are subsequently consumed by animals. Once the animal or the plant dies, the other in the soil convert the various compound of nitrogen back into nitrates and nitrate. So student, remember nitrogen cycle contain various steps. First step is nitrogen fixation. I have discussed with you. The second process is nitrogen assimilation. That means whenever the nitrogen comes into the soil, then this nitrogen using by the roots of the plants and convert into protein, and this process is called nitrogen assimilation. After that, what will happen? The plants will die one day, and when they will die, the protein whatever present on their body, that will be decomposed by the bacteria into the soil. So in soil again they will convert into ammonia, NH3, and this is called nitrogen ammonification. So similarly, this ammonia again nitrates or nitrite by some nitrification bacteria, nitrate suppose NO2, and at last this nitrate or nitrite will be decomposed by some denitrification bacteria, and nitrogen and oxygen will be separate, and this way the nitrogen again will be in elemental form and will escape into the atmosphere. So in this nitrogen cycle diagram you can see nitrogen in atmosphere, then nitrogen fixation is going on by rhizobium bacteria and some natural phenomenal and lightning. Then this comes into the soil, then green plants use it. After green plants whenever will die, then this will convert into ammonia, and this ammonia again will be converted into nitrates or nitrite by the nitrification bacteria, and again this will be decomposed and again will go to the atmosphere. This way nitrogen cycle will complete. A different type of bacteria converts the nitrates, and that is called denitrification bacteria.